Do you struggle with anxiety? I want to give you a couple of nutritional tips to see if you can help yourself feel a little bit better. So, the first is vitamins. There are two vitamins that are essential in building the insulation on your nerves. It's called myelin, but basically think of it like the insulation on an electrical cord. It keeps whatever message is going on that cord from being just super jazzed up and protects it. So the better your myelin is, the better it's going to help you with any kind of anxiety symptoms. So B12 is the first one. And if you get your B12 tested at a laboratory, there's going to be a range that goes up almost to 1,000. You want to be at the very upper end of that range to be sure that your B12 is adequate. You can be in the normal range, but on that lower side or even in the middle of it, and not optimize yourself. Foods that are rich in vitamin B12 include red meat. Liver is the best source of B12. And if you don't like to eat liver, you can certainly take a beef liver supplement. You want to be sure that this comes from New Zealand, where the cows are grass-fed and you're not going to get the toxins that you get here. But beef is your best source. There's no great vegan source of B12. Algae has some, so spirulina, chlorella are going to have some B12. And are they technically vegan? Algae are sort of a combination of plant and animals. They kind of toe that line, a foot on each side of it, but that's your best source. You can take a vitamin B, a B12 supplement. And if you do, when you read the label on the supplement, the B12 will have a name, cyanocobalamin, methylcobalamin. Just be sure it starts with methyl, methyl, because some people do not absorb B12 very well. It's a very hard vitamin for your body to absorb. But if you get that methylated form, it gives you the best opportunity of absorbing that B12. And folate should be in there too. Not folic acid, but folate. So go to a good health food store, go on our Wellevate site. The link is in the, our link tree, and you can have some good options for a good vitamin B12 that will be very easy for your body to absorb. The second vitamin to test is vitamin D. When you test your vitamin D, the medical range is from 30 to 100. You want to be sure you're between 60 and 80. So get sunshine as much as you can. Take a little vitamin D supplement if you need to, but optimizing your vitamin D is going to help with that as well. Now, the other factor nutritionally is knowing what food chemicals can actually create anxiety in your nerves. And those are called excitotoxins. They're called excitotoxins because when you consume them, they excite the nerve cells. Those cells cannot turn back off and actually start dying. So it keeps your body constantly agitated. There is a very fabulous book called Excitotoxins, The Taste That Kills, quite a title. But if you want the medical background, take a look at that book. It's very informative. Otherwise, here are the excitotoxins that you need to watch out for. 1, artificial sweeteners. Artificial sweeteners go by multiple names. Stevia and xylitol are okay. They do not raise the blood sugar and they are not excitotoxins. But do a little Google search on the names that artificial sweeteners go under, and you'll be shocked at how many. And you'll be shocked at how many products they appear in. They can be in your toothpaste. They can be in your chewing gum. They can be in medications you might take, not to mention diet soda and things like that. The second excitotoxin family is the family of MSG. And MSG we're aware of, but a lot of times we're not aware that that also goes by lots and lots of different names. So you can do an internet search. What are the various names that MSG goes by on a label? See, We're smart. We figure these things out, and then the food industry has to come up with a different thing to call it, so that now we have to figure out a new thing, and they can keep sneaking these things in. But MSG allows a cheap food to taste better and become a bit addictive. So you're going to see MSG. All fast food has MSG, all of it. Even Chick-fil-A, which is my hometown, you know, we love Chick-fil-A here, but even that has MSG. McDonald's, Burger King, all the fast food, Zaxby's, what you might think as more healthy, they all have MSG. Your snack chips and snack foods, you know, Doritos and things like that, those all have MSG. But when you read the label, it might not say MSG. That's why you need to search and see what the different names are that MSG can go under. Once you do the research on the products that you like and identify what has artificial sweeteners, what has MSG, then you can find, okay, what are some different products I can use? And once you do that one time and just sort out where it's all coming from, then you know what your safe products are and you can use them. So if you have anxiety, B12 and vitamin D need to both be optimized, and you need to be sure that you're not using excitotoxins that agitate your nerves. I hope this is helpful.